Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the Solver case. Today, I don't know what we're doing today. Last time I tried, we ended off trying to look at my computer and it didn't really do anything aside from the daily stuff it always has. So do we talk to Red to monologue? It's already August. Should be hotter. Should I totally forgot about whittling that wood. Should probably play with you too. What should we do? Sorry, Red. I'll give you some shrimp later. Couldn't we skip directly to the phone call? Why did we have to have that monologue with Red? Also, I just did a 360, which is pretty cool. Is it Erica calling me, or... Hello? Yeah, it's me. Erica? Did something happen? Looks like the embargo will be lifted any time now. The embargo, huh? Oh, what are you talking about? What is this? Okay, this is getting crazy. Why? Are you trying to be funny? Why do you always have to screw around like that? I'm not screwing around. I don't even know what that was referring to, like, politically. I know it's some joke, but like... the politics at the time, but I don't know what the politics were like in the 90s, so I really don't know what... Anyways, I'm not screwing around. This is just how I was written, that's all. Okay, I think he's just doing that as a joke, but that's... whatever. Listen, the weather hasn't been this nice in a long time, right? The weather's been pretty ugly recently, you know? Why don't we go fishing? Are you asking me out? It's worth a try, I guess. I'm hanging up now. Okay, bye. Well, that was weird and kind of awkward. Probably, I don't think I'll have gotten a mail, so I'll just talk to my turtle again. As you do. Got a bitch show by Erica again. Quit laughing. Oh, no, that wasn't... So there's gonna be something new on my computer? Sure, whatever. Just click everything until something happens. DNet news update. 11 dead in Snow Tower terrorist bombing. Okay, this is when that happens. At approximately 11 PM on July 31st, Snow Tower, which houses the Yukimura Group's HQ, was blown up. The entire building was destroyed and 11 people were killed, which is surprisingly not that many. Yeah, miraculously there were fewer casualties than would normally be expected. The bombing is assumed to be related to the earlier Yukimura mansion bombing. At this point, nobody has come forward to take credit for the bombing, so we know that. I'm guessing the chairman got like brainwashed or whatever into blowing up his own, like, board. You know, the chairman of the boards, whatever. There's all the higher ups beside I. Additionally, the victims killed in the explosion were Yukimura Group Chairman Yukimura and 10 members of the board. I was using the right term. Since it was a holiday, regular employees and security staff were away and therefore not injured. That's good. You only blow up the rich people. That's the way to do it. I guess I'll get going then. Whatever happened with their boss? Like, her boss was super... Seppuku Street, Harakiri, BC? What? Harakiri. It's certainly a name. Oh, we saw this once before, didn't we? Did we? Hi. If you're looking for Tetsu, he's not here. Who is that? Actually, today I'm here to see you. Me? I want you to tell me a fairy tale. Go ask your mommy. My mom isn't here. That blind kid is dead, so... It's a long story, but if you don't mind, a long story sounds nice. Don't blame me if you fall asleep partway through. Is this Sumio here, or... Sometimes it's hard to tell with, like, how dramatic the art style kind of changes at some points. and the fact that everyone is drawn pretty realistically. I know early on I had a really hard time figuring out who was who. I think I've gotten a bit better, but it's still... Sometimes you see a new sprite and it can be hard to like figure out... Not a sprite really, it's not that kind of game, like new artwork, and it's hard to figure out how to connect it. But that whole scene kind of ended abruptly really weirdly, right? Like we didn't even like wake back up, we're just here again in our apartment. Alright, what's my computer got for me now, I'm guessing? It is a new day. Makumo 77 bombed. Today at noon, just 34 hours after the Snow Tower bombing, the Makumo 77 area, once developed as an industrial area by the Yukimura group, was suddenly bombed, causing an explosion covering a 4-kilometer radius. Considering the previous bombings, it is thought that someone attempting to destroy the Yukimura group is likely responsible. However, the perpetrator is as of yet unknown, and no one has yet claimed responsibility. Additionally, there are currently no residents in Makumo 77, and it is assumed that no one was killed or injured. It just kicks us right out, even though I wanted to look at the Daily Mail, but that's cool. That's an option too, I guess. Friendship is a plant that needs watering often. To have a friendship continue indefinitely, you need to meet often and provide love often. Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess the pattern now is whenever your computer runs out of stuff, you talk to Red. You've gotten big again. How about it? We should go fishing together. Maybe just sunbathing, I guess. Okay, I guess I'll just write it all up at once. Huh? I don't know, like, why they put the event flag. I'm guessing you can write everything so far in a memo. I don't know why they put the event flag on red. Don't know why they're playing clan music. Yeah, it was Sumio, though. Alright, you see, I'm starting to figure this out. Sumio answered almost all the questions I had, all off the record, of course. I just showed him the 4 mails I received from Hiseki. Sumio checked them all. I'm gonna call Sumio, Yuki, and Hiseki the Makumo boys. The Makumo boys were childhood friends. Sumio had been their leader for the entire 20 years, so it was Sumio. Now is the 3rd one. 20 years ago, there was a beautiful girl named Riru Yukimura, who was likely the 3 boys' idol. Riru was raised in a branch family of the Yukimura group and his distant relative. Riru's family was given some of the Makumo 77 land. Sometime later, the pollution problem at Makumo 77 came to light. Makumo was surrounded by a photochemical smog, and the river was full of water polluted by that narcotic. Soon anti-industrial protests at the factory would begin as well, with demonstrations filling the street every Sunday. Residents sarcastically refer to this as the parade. I don't like how they're spelling everything out so directly here, but... The parade would get more and more lively each weekend, and then one day, the residents formed a violent mob and attacked the Yukimura house. The residents, all fucked up from the narcotic in the water, were terrified of the extremely beautiful and early maturing, that's gross, Riru, and believed she was a witch. Riru became a symbol of the Yukimura family who had caused them so much pain and suffering. That day, Riru's parents, terrified of the encroaching mob, left their daughter at home on her own and ran away. The Makumo boys barely managed to save Riru from the mob and brought her to the mountains to escape. But while Sumio was looking away, Riru was taken away by the mob. Riru was sacrificed and died. Because they tried to help her escape, an example was made of the 3 boys. For hearing Riru's words and being enchanted, Sumio had his ears stabbed out. For seeing Riru's cute disguise and being fooled, Hiseki had his eyes shown shut. And for swearing allegiance to the demon Riru, Fuyuki had his mouth sewn shut. And then, the Makumo boys spent the next 20 years silently plotting their revenge on everyone. Sumio joined the HC unit. He became really good at lip reading and learned to control his intonation while speaking. He faked all of his physical tests at the Central Police Academy and bribed an examiner to pass him for the hearing test. He used special radios and cell phones created by Hiseki to avoid being found out. Hiseki developed software that would convert incoming transmissions to Braille. This software was installed into all communication devices used by Sumio. I guess Braille just so no one else could see it over his shoulder. The Makoma boys' goal was simple: the complete and utter destruction of the Yukimura concern. They put their plans into motion. For the Yukimura mansion bombing, Sumio gathered security for a stakeout. Fuyuki kidnapped Chairman Yukimura and confirmed that there was nobody left at the house, and then Hiseki blew it up. After that, Hiseki committed suicide as planned to ensure that they couldn't be traced. He'd already set up the bomb at Snow Tower before killing himself. At the same time, Fuyuki had Chairman Yukimura on lockdown. Fuyuki sent 2 videos to Investigation HQ to show them that Yukimura was still alive. Sumio met with the locked-up chairman several times, and made a promise with him to get him to destroy the Yukimura group himself. Forced to make a painful choice, Yukimura finally agreed. Fuyuki demands the ransom. Once it's received, he throws himself into the smokestack, another suicide just as planned. Then Yukimura blows up Snow Tower by his own hand. The Yukimura group has now been scattered to the wind, but the story doesn't end here. The Makumo boys' final target was Makumo 77. They saw the purification of the cursed land on which Makumo 77 stood, and the release of Riru's restless soul to take care of. Sumi didn't mention it, but there was no way the Makumo boys would let that dilapidated town remain. Anyone who's seen the grotesque remnants of Makumo 77 would agree. Does Sumio plan to die, or does he plan to atone for his sins by continuing to live on? Where did Fuyuki and Hiseki's hopes lie? Of course, I have no idea. Princess Aurora slept the sleep of death atop the tower. Princess Aurora was reborn as beautiful as ever. But over the past 20 years, Riru would have been mummified and her remains would be turning to dust by now. This parade must have begun from the feeling that the princess couldn't be returned to such a filthy place. So it wasn't just 2 boys? That's where I first fucked up. Tokyo to Erica, final riddle. I worked out the final riddle we had overlooked. By the way, August 2nd, 1979 was the day Riru died. As for 77564, when I showed it to Sumio, he laughed and answered. Apparently it was a secret code he told Yukimura to use to blow up Snow Tower. Only the memories of the princess and the 3 boys. The clouds had dirtied black and the village died out. The nightmare-eating chimera disappeared along with the wind. The wording was purposefully confusing. This is just a simple joke, basically. This was the bomb warning that Hiseki gave me. I don't know why he's using, like, paragraph break symbols all of a sudden. A princess and 3 boys, only their memories. Makumo was dirty black, and once the Yukimura group had been wiped out, the nightmare-eating explosion disappeared with it. I think this is getting all a little too, like... They're spelling things out a little too much for my taste here. Like, I understand what it all means. You don't have to tell me explicitly, but... Sure. Now the chapter's gonna end, I'm thinking? Yeah, alright, that makes sense. Yeah, so I wonder if Sumio's, like, the HC unit people know? Are they going to take him off? Is he going to be off the team going forward? Shell Shock, AI. I think it's supposed to be I, which I believe is Japanese for love, but I'm not fully sure on that, but... I mean, they didn't translate anything else. It could be AI, which would be kind of weirdly topical. But yes, I would like to save the game. Moon. Oh yeah, because they didn't translate Tsuki, did they? Yeah, it would be I for love. And yeah, that's a really good way to end off today's video actually. We've kind of reached our time limit and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching.